Say hi. Can you blow a kiss? Alright, so we are going to be covering the Outsmarting the Holiday Weight Gain. This is Gabe. I'm Dave. David, I guess. And we are going to give you some suggestions, some tips on how to keep yourself from gaining weight through the holidays. As we all know, most Americans, the average American gains between 6 to 8 pounds. That means that for people like myself who don't gain any weight, sometimes I end up losing some. Somebody else has to make up that weight that I didn't gain. So some people gain a whole lot more than that. And first thing I tell people is, if you can, admit to yourself if you've gained weight or you've had that weight gaining issues before, especially through the holidays. You have a problem. Just admit that to yourself. The sooner you can admit your faults, the easier it will be to tackle them and make sure it doesn't happen. So, here are some of the tips. Tip number 1. Never arrive to a party or gathering hungry. Sorry, trying to get him a movie while I'm doing this. So when you go to a party, you're going to a party, make sure that you have your meal, your snack, or whatever it is with you, and you eat before you go there as well. Makes it a lot easier to not indulge in those things and keep your cravings down with those things that you shouldn't be having anyways. Tip number 2, divert your attention. That means that when you are at a gathering, try to stay away from the food or the room that has all the food as much as possible. Engage in conversations or games or whatever else that they have there, because I'm sure it's just more than about eating. And that will kind of get your attention away from the food. Tip number 3, pace yourself. So make sure that you're not gorging all at one time. Pace yourself, eat slow, put the plate down, and then pick it back up. Make sure you give yourself enough time between times that you're picking up plates or forks or spoons, whatever it is that you're eating with. So pace yourself. Tip number 4, make a plan on how much is your limit. So if you should be on a meal plan. If you're not, get on one, get a hold of us. So if you're on a meal plan, you should know how much food you should be eating as far as portion size. So get your portion and pace yourself with that same portion throughout the time that you're going to be there. So you're going to be there for an hour, great. If you're going to be there for 4 hours, make sure you pace yourself. In the 4-hour span, you should be having 2 meals anyways, a meal and a snack. Tip number 5, outsmart the buffet. Nobody should be going to a buffet anyways. That is the worst thing you can do. But if you're at a place that has a smorgasbord or a party that has a lot of food, outsmart that buffet. If there's 10 items, pick 5 of them, skip every other one, but make sure that those items are really small if you're trying to try different things. Okay, tip number 6, limit or not have any alcohol. So alcohol to a very minimum. If you do have alcohol, make sure it's 1 drink or less, because you know what alcohol sugars are like. I mean, they're the worst. So limit the alcohol or just completely cut it out. Tip number 6, be choosy about sweets. So on your sweets, which you should be having anyways, this is something that you may want to think about bringing with you. So you might want to bring some snacks with you. Let the host know what your goals are, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve. I'm sure that they'll respect that. But bring your own snacks if it's something that you're going to have a hard time staying away from. Okay? Tip number 8, be picky and be particular on the parties that you go to. So some parties obviously have a lot more junk food than others. Alcohol may be more at one than others, so be picky about it. You know, if you're getting invited to 3 or 4 parties, do you really have to go to that many? Maybe you do, maybe most likely you don't. But just be picky on the ones that you go to. Okay. Oh, let's see. Tip number, I think we're on 9. um, yes. Walk it off, walk it out. That means that if you know you're gonna go to a party, make sure you get a workout in that day. Burn some extra calories. Go out and burn 3, 4, 500 calories, 600 calories. But just because you burned, example, 500 calories, only eat an extra 2 to 300 instead of a whole 500 on top of what you're eating that day. Okay, so you're at a bit of a deficit. That means you can lose some weight, and or stay at the same weight where you are and not gain any weight. Tip number 11. This is one that is important to make sure that people are understanding you. If you're going to go to a gathering and you know you're not going to partake in a lot of the food that they have there, if it's the people that are putting the party on is bringing all the food or making all the food and it's not being brought by all kinds of different people, they may be offended by you not eating their food. Just let them know ahead of time, hey, you know, I really respect you, I want to come to the party, but I may not be able to eat a lot of the foods there because I'm on a strict meal plan to help me lose weight because I am worried about my health and I'm trying to get to a healthier state. Just explain it to them, let them know ahead of time that this is something that you're trying to do for yourself, your family, or whatever. And I'm sure that they're going to respect that. I'm sure that they shouldn't have a problem. And if they do, they're probably not good friends anyways to be around. So they should respect that enough, just like you respect what they're doing and what they're eating, and you're not going to judge them as well as they shouldn't be judging you about it. So, with those tips, hopefully that'll help some of the issues that we all have. And for more information, if you have any questions or if you want any more information about stuff like this or anything else when it comes to nutrition or health fitness, you can get a hold of us at www.suddenimpact.com, but it's spelled SUDN impact.com. As you can see on my shirt, SUDN without the apostrophe on the website. Impact.com is our website, and the phone number is 260-602-7039. That is 260-602-7039. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I tried to keep this under 8 minutes. I'm right at 8 minutes, so great. Thanks for watching, and I will be posting a new one sometime this coming week. Say bye. Say bye. Can you say bye? Bye-bye. Go kiss. Go kiss bye.